Hello friend, it's Tonton, and in today's video we're gonna do the push for day 2, so it's gonna involve expert, heroes, research as well, like we finish T11 on Lancer, so a lot going on today for me, a bit of a disconnection as well, hopefully the internet won't be too bad. Maybe two things before we start, I should have fixed the sound issues, so let me know how it is in the comments. Basically, somehow my mic went like full boost on decibels, somehow, whatever it's called in English. And so the sound was saturated and was like very bad for the last few videos, which I have no clue how it happened, but I found the source. I should have been reverting things back. And I also try to improve the quality of the game itself, like in terms of graphic. So it's a bit more sharp, I guess, and not like pixelized. So let me know in the comment how these things are going. Maybe a quick recap on the SVS day 1. So day 1 I finished first. I've made 26 million points on building, 14 million points on charm. So that went very well. I'm really happy with that. That's a lot, that's a lot of gems that you got. I mean, that I get. So I'm very happy with it. Today, so far, it seems that we have a good shot at doing well. I'm not sure if we can do the 25, but I struggle to realize how much that is with heroes and all of that. But we will try. We have the title in a few minutes. So yeah, we will start with something else. And overall, other states, it was very close. Like we were ahead yesterday morning, UTC. Then they catch up and they were ahead like by a few million points by middle of the afternoon UTC. And then evening, we managed to get ahead as well. I guess it's an Asian state, so that kind of explain as well why, because they made less point in the evening compared to the rest of the day, things like that. So that makes sense. Today we are slightly ahead as well, so that's really good to see. I should be able to help the state a bit, but we'll see how it goes. So let's start with heroes. The way I want to do it with heroes is very simple. I want to mark all of them, the three of them for that generation. So I'll just put out what I need just to not make mistakes, because sometimes when you do videos at the same time, you make mistake. So we are Gen 9. So Magnus in from the Hall of Heroes. So Magnus I'll max out with the shards. So that's very simple. Already prepared. He's maxed out. I tried Magnus for one bear already at 4 stars and not maxed out. He has no widget, and widget do not really matter for bear because it's a defensive widget he has, right? For bonus defense, yeah. Oh no, that's not this one. That's the one we want. Defender squad, right? That's for a defensive widget, so it does not boost damage. But people say that Magnus is better for bear because he has attack up, which is good, and he has extra damage on marksman. I mean, this one is defense up, so it's not super clear from the skill that Magnus is better, to be honest. But all the guides of people in Gen 9 saying that Magnus is better than Hector and Flint. And my test yesterday was like, yeah, he's a bit better. He seems to be a bit better, but that's one test, out of, should do a lot more. So I'll try to see. So the next one we need to max out is Xura. And Xura is from the Lucky Wheel. No, it's not, sorry. It's from the KY Prep Phase. So Xura, I will get some shards from ranking in SVS Prep, and I will get some shards from Battle Day. So I'm assuming I can get 400-500 shards from these lead events over the course of the generation. I'll put her 4 stars and 1 shard, and that should be enough for arena. That should be a great boost for arena. So we're just gonna do them one by one. That's gonna be easy like that. That's where it starts to cost quite a bit more. I'm not sure if Xura, will be better than Bradley so far. That's unclear to me. Let's do just one. And I hope to get the 500 between ranking in this SVS and again Battle Day, right? So hopefully I didn't use too much of my general shard, or I did not use enough. It depends on your capacity of ranking. If you don't manage to rank as high as I hope I will, so getting 4 or 300 shards from the SVS prep, for example, you might need to put 4.2, 4.3 in that case. It depends a bit. But that's a lot better. Let's do the skills. Xura she seems to be really, really good in arena. Currently I have a hard time against people that have Xura. So, I'll switch some gear and we'll play her a bit later. But that's really happy to get her in the team. She will be a bit weaker for quite a while, but that's gonna, not be permanent. Then we need to spin the lucky wheel for the other one. We're gonna skip, so 120. There is no need to do more. In the lucky wheel, your shards are coming mostly from here. If you do the calculation, it's coming mostly from the tiered reward. So we're gonna spin 120 times today to try to keep the video not too long. I'm not gonna spend too much time, looking at the result of it. You get between 170 and 190 shards with these, included. That's just the weighty. That's kind of, if you get 160, you are super, super unlucky. That's like 1% chance. And if you get close to 200, then that's super, super lucky. And that's 2%. But overall, is like 160 to 180. It's where you should be on the lucky wheel for most of it. And if we do Fred, so it will take a bit more time. I'm not going to spend general shards on Fred. So, hopefully he can be 4 stars. I cannot calculate quickly from the top of my head. I think he might not be. Yeah, he might not be. So we need one more lucky wheel. So Fred is not really usable yet, I think. Because I did Sonia last generation. So, she's probably still quite stronger because she's maxed out. She's 5 stars and she has widgets. So I'll do some tests a bit later. But so far, we got our heroes where they should be, and that's really good. And at the same time, because we are pushing heroes, let's do everything we can on the other ones too. Let's do Gordon and see if I can get any other shards. I don't think I have much, but we'll see what we can do if there's any little things popping up. Here we got a bit of wombing. Why not? So same, we got here. It starts to be close to be able to be a joiner. So, but the skill level 4 is not enough. And we got someone else. I'll quickly check from the backpack if there is, should I use 1 or 2 shards on someone? But it seems not, right? Mia is a bit far. Everyone is a bit far. So that's it for today. That's it for now when it comes to heroes. So let's look at the points. So we made 6 million, which is, is not crazy, but that's actually okay. The next one we're gonna do now is research. I just ask people to tap. And we're gonna just, should I save my dues? We'll do later. If they die, they die. So here in research, it's mostly maxing, these two, then going here, then starting to maybe put that one to level 5 because I'll train promote, and promoting is super expensive. So I'll get that one to level 5 like I did for Marksman. That was really helpful. And then I'll start to work on the other ones. Maybe I do a bit of all of these as well to get them to a solid spot. I don't think I'll save for T12 yet. I think I'm gonna put, all of these to level 5, 6, 7, something like that, because you get deployment capacity, you get some stats out of it, and that's quite cheap. The last few levels are very expensive, so it's unclear if you need to complete all of that to be able to get T12. But we will see. We'll see, I guess, early next year. But let's get going. I got 11,400. I got when it comes to speed ups, I got 130 days here and 22 days, so I got 150 days, so I got all I need. That's not gonna be a problem. We're gonna use quick use. We're not gonna overthink it too much. Just give people a sec to tap and to save 4 minutes or whatever. And we're gonna do it. The only thing that make me sad is it's a lot of research speed ups on the T11 themselves that I will need to use, and I suggest usually not to use speed ups on these researches and to let them run and to do them slowly. But for me, I've converted a lot of fire crystals and I'm done with research overall. I think I have 200 days left on the regular research after 2 years, so I'm nearly done with the regular research. I'm nearly done with this. So when that's done, my general speed up will go to troop training because I have nothing else to do with it, and that's kind of where you are at that stage of the game. That's why as well the whales power are increasing a lot when they finish research, is because all of their general speed ups are going to troops too. So that's kind of where we are, and that's gonna be great because we kind of need more troops too. So we use the 22 days, so we start to use general speed ups. You see, it's going down quite quickly, but you should be okay. Like something to know when you think you are close to T11, remember that T11 is 13,000 of these, right? So that's 10k fire crystal. And the last ones, if you pay attention here, I'm going quite quick, but the last levels here are super expensive. They take a lot of time to do, and they are super expensive when it comes to everything, to steel and to particularly this. So doing the rally capacity of Flame Legion is really not easy, and you if you don't track how much you are from the 13k you need, you will get you will get surprised like I did the first time I pushed. I was like, yeah, I think I'm close. I did not calculate and pay attention. I was like, I think I'm close to it, and then I was not at all. So we got far too many of these, which is good. That's 43 days. That's 43 days, and I have the title and I have everything, right? And my War Academy is, oh, we can do that before. Let's do that before. So we save a bit of research speedups. Let's see how much it's reducing. Yeah, it does not reduce by much. So let's get going. 43 days. I'll do it. I want to do it. Like, if I did not care to get 11 and to push right now, I'll leave it run and I'll actually hope that Christmas is a seasonal event where you get a All of Chief kind of event, and I will complete it during Christmas to get 8 million points, because that's 8 million power when you improve that. So, but that's the time for me. That's the time for me to go. We got it. We got T11. That's amazing. Really happy with that. So now we're gonna do a bit of these. I want at least that to level 5. We'll see how it goes. I'm struggling with resources so bad. Hopefully it's not too much an issue when I train troops next Thursday. I'll make sure with my farm that it's not. If I need to empty my farm, that will be done before Thursday, before I push. So we are level 5. So what do we have left? We have quite a bit. We have 2,000. So let me push this to level. Yeah, let me do level 6. But I'm gonna promote a lot of troops, and that's gonna be quite a bit more. And that's cost reduction. That's 600. That starts to be a lot. So I'll push this one to level 5 as well, because that's deployment capacity, and I care a lot about deployment capacity. I'm just gonna check as well the speed ups, but I think we're doing okay. 48 days, so that's a lot of speed up use, and that's why you want to let these run usually naturally. So we're gonna put all of these to level 3 on all, on all troops, and we're gonna see how it looks before we move to experts. Expert, I won't be able to do that much, but I will be able to do quite a bit. Okay, yeah, that's all good. Let's go. It takes a while, a lot of clicks. And you see, like, the one on the right takes a lot less research speedups and is actually quite easier to do the time healing reduction. And at the cost. And, the issue, like, healing the time is not too much of an issue right now. Since they did the auto help pack, when you do like big events, you have a lot of people, online and spenders. So that's never an issue with the auto help. So it's nice to do a bit, but I will do the healing cost and the training cost as a priority more than the other ones, than the healing time. Because the issue is more resources, and it's not, healing is really not a problem anymore. So we got 553, we got 633. Let me just turn off my phone, I forgot. And we will do a bit of infantry, which I will be able to keep doing, later this week. Oh, we ran out of steel. That I did not anticipate. We had like 3.5 million steel. I thought that's gonna be okay for steel. So we ran a bit out of steel. So that's gonna be it for today. But we will be able to do a bit more this week. So I'll keep going on the other days or later today when I got a bit more steel. And I think we start with 3.5 million. So you really need a lot of steel. So let's look at where we are when it comes to points. So we are rank 2 with 22 million. So that's really hard. It's going to be really hard to beat that dude. I need to think if I can for ranking sake and see if I can, what can I do? Because I'm lacking steel, so I cannot really do that. Yeah. Okay, we got one thing here to get. Let's do experts. So experts, I have a few options to do. I don't have that many books, so let's do with the books to pick them very carefully. So here, I got that. And I might want to do the next one as well. I don't think if I want to do this one, I think the escorts. So the last skill on Holger is improving escorts, not the heroes. And I think the heroes is actually more important. So additional attack and health. So for me, I will want to do probably that one still. Here, I can do the relationship. That's for free. That I'm really happy to do. It's already 69 with all the XP I got from the previous stuff, so I'm not gonna do more here. So here I can do the relationship as well for free. That's really good. It's already 75. So here I can do not max levels. I'll do 78 maybe, because I'm not gonna level her up anytime soon. So that's really okay. Holger, I'm not gonna do Holger now. So something I wanted to do as well that was really important is to, because we got Tundra Arm Leagues, I need to finish him. I need to get a bit higher on him because we're gonna get Tundra Arms League, and particularly for that skill. And you need Acquaintance 3 for that skill. So we'll see what we can do with that skill. Can we do it? How much it costs? That's 36, so I have 20 left, so let's look at the options here. Let's not go too quick. And here I need 42 for him. So I cannot do both. And I don't think I want to do both, so that's a bit too much. Because of Tundra Links, I will want to do him for sure. That's something I want to do. So then, I can get some of these. I can get the healing. That's really important for Tundra Arm Links. And I can start to get a bit stronger, which I care a lot less about these two for Tundra Arm Links. But I care to get that to get more tokens for more reward. And I care to get that as well. So that was really important. Oh, sorry for that. I clicked the wrong thing. So it should be back. So that's where we are. So I have a bit of time to do these because, but I'll spend some research today overall. And I think right now what I want to do is this one. So we'll use some speed ups as well. Let's do quick use. But quick use sometimes is a bit stupid for experts. So let's do that. You should be able to do maybe more than 23 hours in that case. Now we can do quick use. So these are crazy in terms of speed ups and research because I have Holger for quite a while, and it's not there yet. So I already buffed my arena between the 2 level on the skill and between having Gen 9 heroes, and we'll test Gen 9 heroes in a sec after the video as well, after we're done pushing. The title does not matter for research here, so you don't have to stress too much. And I don't remember if I can do, let's do full 23 hours, that's okay. I don't remember if I can do the next levels. Next level I cannot. You need 35 out of 39. So I'm missing 4 levels upgrade. So I need to max out this one before I can finish this one. And this one you might need some kind of extra level on Holger. So yeah, I'll just finish him with XP just to see if I'm far from the next level. Yeah, I'm very far from the next level on Holger. I could have checked somewhere else, but that's just how it went. Here I cannot do that. So now that my Holger is in place, the next one I wanted to do was Romulus. The issue with Romulus is like it's missing too many of these sigils. So I cannot do it now. I wanted to do Romulus mostly to increase that one, to get more troops and more loyalty tags. So that will be my next focus. So we've done a bit of Fabien for Tundra Arms League, and we're gonna do, I am researching, I'm not. So let's do some of these. Because these are easy to get. That's easy points. So you have to kind of go back and, time between events and what you want for these. I can even go higher on this one. So that's going to be the main one I want. It's going to be getting more of these. Then we're going to do some of these as well. Why not? And that's what's going to allow me to maybe be first today, that tiny bit of speed ups and things like that. I can get these skills to level 2, level 3. So we start to see, what's going on. And now I think I'm gonna, unless I need the points, I'm gonna stop and I'm just gonna invest a tiny bit on XP for him. So he gets closer to max level. I'm gonna put him 38 as soon as the latency, the connection is gone. Should not be too long. Yes, let's go. So 38, the rest, because he needs probably 50, 40 of these tokens, and I won't get them anytime soon. So I have a bit of time for his XP. And overall, I think with expert, I'm in a very good spot. I'm gonna start the research XP on these skills to level them up for next week's Tundra Arms League, slowly over the weekend, early next week. Then Baldur, I'm gonna do that. We have Alliance Showdown next week, so maybe if I can squeeze 1 or 2 level on this one, I will do. But everything else is very good, and I'll increase Alliance mobilization before we have it again in 3 weeks. So you kind of have to plan for that, and everything else is really good. Olger is really good. I cannot really do higher anytime soon, but I can do this one a bit. So you kind of get the idea. Like Cyril and Agnes are safe. I will do a tiny bit of Olger, a tiny bit of him, and then I'll go back to Romulus, and that's kind of the cycle. Hopefully they don't release any new ones soon. So now that we went through that, we should be a lot in a better spot when it comes to ranking. We are still level 2. But I think that's all I have for today. So if I want to beat that dude, what can I do? So I can do fire crystals, lucky wheel, hero shards, meat, sigil expert, and books. I'm really, really short. The only option is maybe a lot of research speed ups. And I have 26 days, so we could use few days here, but that's gonna be an issue because I really like steel. So maybe I buy a bit of steel, but that's really something I dislike to do, and that's one of the worst value in the game. But I don't think we can do more for now, except spending some research speed up here. I don't think I need let's do a few days, but I don't think I need a lot at that stage of the game. I invested like we're talking a bit about that kind of stuff on the Discord, and for experts, you really got a state where you get 80 or 90% of what experts have to offer quite quickly. And that's kind of where I am right now. I'll start to be really there. Like, going higher on all of them gonna start to be very, very, very expensive for me, nearly impossible. So I would not stress that much about it at that stage. You get most of the skill, you get the highest skill. They are not like to max capacity when it comes to giving you stats and all of that, but that's so much more expensive to do. That costs so much more time and money, and it does not worth it. So there is really a sweet spot, and I think I'm very close to that sweet spot. And for me, it's mostly about buying. If you look at it, the Endless Wayfarer is mostly buying the $5 one every 2 weeks. I bought the $20 one for a few weeks, for maybe the first 2 months. And I bought the packs that triggered when you get the expert, and that's where the value is. The other packs that you get here that we got now are very, very bad in terms of value compared to that. So that will be if you spend a bit, if you are like a medium spender, these 3 packs, these 2, and the one that you proc when you reach them to level 10, and I think that's level 50, the next one. They are actually pretty good, and that's a good way to really get most of your expert. But that's it for the push today. I will see, if I can do something today to finish first, but maybe a bit later in the day in case that guys, maybe before I go to bed. So if he's asleep, he's from Asia or whatever, maybe I have a chance. But I should have a small chance to be first. Overall, if I look at the overall ranking, I'm very comfortable for now. That's a lot, that's a lot of points. We'll see later in the day, but that's really a lot of points. I'm not gonna do my farm. The video is long enough. The farm is not that sexy to push today. If you care to know about the points I've made on my farm, let me know in the comment or comment on the Discord, and I will share with you. But that's long enough. I'll see you tonight for a live stream. We'll do Crazy Joe. We will do Frostfire Mine. There is not much to do in the game because I did everything on the video as well. But that's the plan for tonight. I released a new updated guide on Frostfire Mine as well. I still have a lot of questions on Frostfire Mine, like really a lot about why do you keep killing patrols and why you did the best strategy, and but that's only based on like, dudes, I've been doing that for over 2 years now. I've learned that strategy when I started the game. It was already out there. It was already on YouTube. It was not as perfect, if I may say. It was like more, it was giving general guidelines, but it was not as precise as the version I'm sharing with you. I practiced it with my main, with my farm. I refined it. I was first for the first 6 months, between first and second for the first 6 months to 12 months of the game because nobody else knew how to play. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but most people did not know how to play properly Frostfire Mine. And then, you know, after a year, when we were, I don't know what, Gem 5, people started to know how to play and it started to be more complicated to rank. But if you look, it's still going very well for me. Historical ranking 8. That's not amazing, but that's still good. 3, 5, 3, 8, 4, 3, 13. That was a bad one. I forgot what happened, but 3, 10. So, like, it's top 10 95% of the time. Recently, with regularly top 1 or 2, I mean, top 3, sorry. 1 or 2 is really hard right now because whales know how to play. And, you know, but that's not even a whale, but see, that's a whale that plays well. They should make that kind of points. So that you cannot do as a free-to-play or spender like myself. That you can do, no problem. Anyone, I do that on my farm, no problem. I do that on my main, no problem. And you see, sometimes it does not work as much, and that's okay. But in that battlefield, there was no very strong player that know how to play. Basically, 400k points is very little for a whale. You should make at least 500k points if you know how to play as a whale, and you can gather level 3 mines safely without being kicked by someone else. And that's a video guide I got as well on my Discord, and I got in video. It's just I cannot do it myself, so I can just explain to you how it works and link to you other whale that do the strategy and that make 500k points, 600k points every time. But that's a whale only strategy, and even myself, I'm not strong enough to be able to do that. So I'm using the free to play that you can do with 5 March. Like I can do on my farm that's free to play that I did on my new account. That was 5 March and 100% free to play on stage 3054. And that works. That just works. And it's no luck. It's just practice, understanding the strategy, playing well, and being focused for half an hour. So if you want to chill on Frostfireman and don't care, I also have a strategy for that. And, you know, it's on the Discord and it's on the YouTube as well. So consider joining the Discord, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one, or I'll see you tonight for a stream. Thank you very much for being here. Much love to you all. Bye-bye.